Hi, my name is Ryan Hurd. I am the founder of Caregiver Smart Solutions. And today we're here with Katie the caregiver. She's been using the Caregiver Smart Solutions system for about a year, and we're going to find out, does she have reduced stress? Does she have more peace of mind? And more importantly, how is mom doing? So here we go. Hey Katie, how are you doing?
Hey Ryan, I'm doing very well. How about you?
I am living the dream, as they say. So, you've been using the Caregiver Smart Solutions system for about a year. You're one of our original beta testers, and now we're using the new Core Kit. So, before we get into that, tell me a little bit about Mom.
Okay, my mom is almost 95 now. In 2 months, she'll be 95.
Wow.
She still lives on her own in a condo, 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom condo. She doesn't get around as much as she used to because she's getting old and she's having trouble, but she's still very independent. She doesn't want to give up her independence, but I do worry about her because of her age. So this has been a godsend to me because it gives me peace of mind, and that's very important to me. I can check, I get alerts that she's moving around, she's using the bathroom, so I know she's moving around. I don't have to worry about her. I do know her habits very well, and that's important. So when you set it up, you know about what time she goes to bed, what time she gets up, so you know that if she's getting up later, how come? You always check to see, well, what time did she go to bed? So I find it very useful for me.
Interesting. Now let me ask you this. Before we started with Caregiver Smart Solutions, did you try anything else with Mom?
Well, I did want her to try that pendant to wear around her neck, and she absolutely refused doing that. So no, my mom is very independent, but she's also a little stubborn.
Stubborn?
So.
A 95-year-old that's stubborn? I've never met one yet. Obviously, I'm kidding. But I mean, I understand because, you know, as I say, when we talk about independence, especially our aging loved ones, it kind of goes back to the first time that you got your license and the first time you had your keys to the car and you left the house, you went with your friends, and you got that taste of independence. And now we're asking your mom, who is 95 years old, to give up that independence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it. Are you going to do it?
No. And she shouldn't have to do it because she's able to live on her own.
Right.
But it's just, I think I worry about her more than she worries about herself. So it just gives me peace of mind knowing that she's all right, she's moving around. And then if I see that, if I'm getting an alert saying that she's in a spot too long, it's like, okay, what was she supposed to do today? Okay, nothing out of the ordinary. And then I'll either stop by or I'll give her a call. And I'll just say, oh, you know, hi, Mom, what you up to? And she doesn't realize that I'm being obtrusive, I guess you could say, but I think she also appreciates that I'm concerned about her, that I'm checking up on her.
Well, we do know that our loved ones, they don't want to be a burden on us, which is why, I mean, would you ever move Mom in with you?
I would, but I don't think she would want to do that.
Because she still wants to retain her independence.
Right. She wants her own kitchen, she wants her own bathroom, her own bedroom, but she wants her own place.
Now, let's go back to the pendant for a second. So you said that you tried a pendant. Why wasn't she wearing it? What didn't she like about it?
She wouldn't even let us purchase it for her.
Really?
Right.
Any idea why, or?
I don't know, because we even spoke to someone, we ran into someone in the store, and she was having the same trouble with her mother, and my mom said, no, I don't want to wear a pendant. No, I won't wear one. I guess it probably made her feel old.
Yeah, that's a good point. But I mean, your mom does she wear a watch?
Yes.
Does she have smart technology like a smartphone or an iPad, things like that?
Both, yes.
So she'll use that technology, but I guess when you're looking at it from that point of view, this, number one, they're not as good looking as an Apple Watch.
It's obvious. It's like, okay, what is that? Yeah.
Good point. Now, let's talk about calling her. Is she a person that wears hearing aids?
Yes.
Does she always have them in?
Hardly ever.
So is that an issue when you're trying to call Mom? Does she hear the phone?
No. So sometimes I stop by, sometimes I call her, and if she doesn't pick it up, then I text her because she's usually on her iPad, and then I say, Mom, give me a call back. If she has her hearing aids in, she will hear the phone, or if she's right next to the phone, she will hear it, but I would say most of the time she doesn't hear the phone.
So very interesting. So
Yeah.
you're concerned about her, and
Right.
you want to know how she's doing, but obviously you want to let her live her life.
Right, absolutely, absolutely. One of her nurses a few years ago, about 10 years ago, told me, do not make any decisions for your mother. Let her make her own decisions. Do not give up that independence. And I always remember that because it's very important for her to be independent.
That's a really good point.
I always let her make her own decisions. But this way, I can see that she's moving around and she's okay without her realizing it.
So would you say in a way that by having the ability to look at the Caregiver Smart Solutions system, it enables you to have better conversations with Mom?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. My mom is not the type that will just come out and tell you if she's not feeling well or didn't sleep well. She's not that type. But just me asking her, oh, Mom, I noticed you got up a little late today. How come? It opens the door for a conversation.
That's
Because
interesting.
normally she wouldn't just come out and, there's some people like me, I would just come out and tell you, but my mom is not that way. So this way, it makes her feel more comfortable.
Well, and it might not be an issue. Maybe she was just up last night watching
Exactly.
the news or watching a new Netflix movie, or maybe something is off.
And then you find out more about her because she said, oh no, I was reading my iPad and I got really involved, blah, blah, blah. So in my opinion, she feels like you're really interested in her because you're taking an interest in her habits. Like, oh, Mom, I noticed you were up late last night. What were you doing? So
Yeah.
it just lets her know that people care about her.
Would you say that maybe, these sensors and things that we put in, she views it as we've got your back? Like there's somebody that,
Oh,
if
yes.
anything happens,
Oh, yes.
she's not alone. So let me ask you this, how else do you use the information? So what's valuable for you when you're looking at the app, or what's valuable to know about your mom that allows you to be a little less stressed?
What I do first thing in the morning is I go check it to make sure. Usually I get a notice saying she has used the bathroom, and that's very important to me because then I know she's up and she's moving around. So then I go onto the app, double check, and then I know her next step is to go into the kitchen and make her coffee. So I check the Kitchen Motion app and I make sure it's around the same time, and then she goes into her favorite room. So it gives me peace of mind knowing she's up, she's having her coffee, and she's starting her day.
So let me ask you that's very interesting. Prior of this, what would you normally do?
I would just assume that she was up and okay and check on her later in the day. Sometimes I would walk by her home if I was walking my dog and look in the window to make sure the lights were on and I know she's up. Mm-hmm. So really there's really no other way to know that your mom or dad are up unless you have something like this.
So would you say that because of having this, being a caregiver is hard. It's hard mentally, it's hard socially, it's isolating. There's a lot of issues with being a caregiver. It's a huge burden. So would you say because of this, it's made your life at least just a little bit easier?
Absolutely, yeah. I can, if I'm concerned about her, I just check the app to see what she's up to. And if something looks off, then I'll call her or stop by. So absolutely, it gives me peace of mind. And I think it would give most people peace of mind because she wants to be by herself. She loves being by herself in her own place, but you don't know what she's up to, and she's almost 95, so it gives me peace of mind.
All right. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Katie the caregiver. somebody that's using the product on a daily basis, and as we've heard, it absolutely positively makes her life, at the very least, just a little bit better. So I appreciate your time today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ryan, and really consider buying the app. It's great.
And I didn't even pay her for that, so it's all good. And with that said, from our family to yours, Caregiver Smart Solutions.